Die! Go down, right on the streets, rise against corrupt police, familiar dystopia. I'm very excited to be chatting to you. I think we've chatted about 2 or 3 times before, but to chat with the wonderful Max Cavalera about all things that are going on at the moment. It's always a good chat with you. It's always passionate and you're always excited. It never seems to settle down.
Thank you. Good to be talking to you. Super excited for the tour. You know, January, starting the year in Australia. Couldn't ask for a better way to kick to 2026, man. It's gonna be great.
It's almost like one of your. I mean, you got many homes around the world, but you've been here so many times. I think there's a big love. So like you said, I think starting the year off is pretty amazing, you know.
Yeah, I love Australia. I love the fans. It's one of the first places that accepted Soulfly back in '99. And you know, I don't take that lightly. I really appreciate that from the Australia fans. And throughout the years, you know, gets better and better every time I come over there. You know, I think the fans are fantastic. It's a beautiful country, and I always get excited to come back to Australia. You know, and especially when you get a chance to do something quite special like this, like having Nailbomb and Soulfly together. That's gonna be quite a treat. You know, I'm excited myself. I haven't done it yet. It's gonna be very tough, but very exciting. You know, to be doing that, and I think it's gonna be fantastic. I'm super excited.
Because I think I think people are really pumped for it. Because it was the first time you played with Soulfly. Was that would have been Big Day Out, wouldn't it? That would have been like, I remember seeing, I think probably Big Day Out Festival here. It's back a long time.
Yeah, yeah. I heard somebody told me the other day that the Forgotten Fury is in the same grounds as the Big Day Out. I don't know if that's true or not. If it is true, that's incredible. That should be great. But yeah, '99 Big Day Out. There's a YouTube video people can watch. It's fantastic. Soulfly's full rage. It's, you know, it was a crazy time because I didn't know if Soulfly was gonna work or not. I was very anxiety, you know, like very new to the idea of Soulfly. The Soulfly idea was still, you know, not even I had grasped with the concept of it yet. And you know, Australia just hit me like, yeah, this is great. They fucking love it. They love Soulfly here. You know, it's incredible. And you know, and like I say, bringing something legendary like Nailbomb. We did a run of Nailbomb this summer in Europe. It was phenomenal, man. It was incredible. Those songs they're so good. You know, Wasting Away and Cockroaches and World of Shit, Exploitation of the Great Doom as well. It's a great record to play live, and I'm just thrilled that I get to do both. It's gonna be fantastic.
Because I think the only time you've done back to back was that initial, you know, that legacy show you did in the States. That was the only. I think you did.
That's it.
Yeah, 3. You did like Go Ahead and Die, Nailbomb, and was that Soulfly as well? How did you cope with that?
I mean, I was actually expecting worst. You know, I was bracing myself for worst. Like, this is. I think the main key is pace yourself. Don't go all crazy and blow all you got on the nail, like on the first set, because you still got a couple more to come. But I like the idea because I think the Nailbomb and Soulfly sets are so different from each other. You know, Nailbomb is all in a click track and it's really, you know, electronic, industrial power, angry, you know, punk as fuck. And Soulfly is much more the opposite. Is off the grid. There's no click tracks. Everything is jam free, and a lot of jams on the Soulfly set as well. And now we get a new album to put with it, the Shama stuff that people are loving it. So yeah, I'm very thrilled to be able to do both. I think it's going to be amazing, and I love the fact that we're doing Froth and Fury as well as headline shows. Also with Snot too, that's great because that
Oh,
goes right back to the beginning of Soulfly. You know, that's like 98, 99. We toured with Snot and Head PE and the whole new metal era. You know, it was cool. So all of that's great, man. You know, it's like nostalgic mixed with what's going on right now, you know. And I feel there's younger and younger and younger people getting into this music. You know, I meet now generations of fans, a lot of them real young, 15, 16, you know, 14 years old, that love Soulfly, love Nail Bomb, love of course my work with Sepultura, and you know, it's great. And then you get the old farts like us that, you know, oh, I
yeah.
saw them back in the day, and they better be good this time, you know.
There's always there's always that element, isn't it? Because it's, I mean, but I think it's something for everybody. You know what I mean? Because when I go to DIY shows, I seen kids there like 15 and they've got amoebic shirts on and stuff like that, and I've seen them even with like hats with a handmade nail bomb like patches and stuff. And when you know, and you think that's good in the age of all, you know, social media and all the negative shit about it, but like people are getting into bands like that. It's not just a nostalgia trip, you know what I mean? Like it's fucking cool, you know. It inspires people.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that, you know, like something that, a show like Nail Bomb can be very inspiring. Also for young kids going to the show that, you know, you want to start your own band, you go see something like that, and you come home with that in your heart, like, oh, I gotta start a band, mate. You know, I gotta go do what Max is doing. You know,
Yeah.
and I love that you giving them hope and you giving them inspiration. You know, and that's
I
always
think,
been
yeah.
one of my favorite things in music, is to inspire people, regardless of what it is. You know.
Yeah, 100%. I wanted to talk about the album because I love the album, and I mean, I like a lot of things about it, but I also think, yeah, one thing I like about it is the bookend from the start to the end, the beautiful kind of the intro that comes in with the tribal stuff, and then the title track, how it's that almost atmospheric at the end. I think it's fantastic. Like it's a good, you know, the concept and the flow. It's amazing,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you. Yeah, that was really kind of work out like that. We were really struggling with the arrangement of the song order and all that, but I think in the end I settled with having Shama be the last song, closing the record. Of
Yeah.
course, it's a very strong Soulfly song, but with that really you know, kind of like ambient ending, you
Yeah,
know, melodic, you know, chilly, haunted almost melody. And I think the album is raw as fuck.
it is,
Out of
man.
everything I've done, one of the rawest things I've done, especially like in the noise department. There's a
Oh,
lot of noise in this record, man. You know, it's really noisy. It's a noisy fucking record.
what about Favela Dystopia? Like I was like, that's a lot of throwbacks to a lot of you know, a lot of your influences. I heard that and I was like all of it's got, you know, there's a lot of really powerful songs on it. But that I was like, wow, like there's the groove and that real, you know, that soul and depth in it. But that, you know, that Favela song was like, you know, that was
Yeah,
fucking great, you know, to chuck
definitely,
that in as
definitely,
well.
definitely inspired by, you know, hardcore trash. Um, but with the noise on top of it, also
Yeah.
the noise element. The beginning almost reminds me of like almost like Ministry, you know. So it sounds a bit like
Yeah.
Ministry or something, and then it goes into this hardcore trash. And I like that the album has variety, because I could have done a whole record of songs that sounded like Storm the Gates, and it would have been cool, and probably a lot of people would have liked it. But I think to me, it would felt a bit like not very adventurous. So I think that Shama is actually quite adventurous in his own way with songs like Nihilist and Gehenna,
Mm.
um, and Favela. You know, it's like shooting at all directions. You know,
He is, yeah.
you know, again, it's raw and heavy and aggressive as hell, and still got that piss and vinegar
He
that
has,
people
yeah.
love about Max, you know. And I have not lost that. I've been screaming at the world for 40 years. Uh, I'm ready to scream for another 40 if they let me.
I was going to say, and so I mean, and I heard that so Zion had a bit more of a creative output on this as well, because like the last album was very strong as well, but as you said, this was a bit more raw and that. So how did that kind of come into kind of? I mean, you've always had your family involved, you know, like
Yeah.
whether it's your long-term crew or you know family members playing in bands, but yeah, because there's definitely a difference with this album. Do you think that was because of his some creative focus there, or what do you think?
Oh yeah, yeah. The production, he took over the production and really challenged me. It's a new idea that he had, and I thought it was genius. It was to you lay the foundation of the main riff, but then you put another cover of noisy guitars on top of it, and then you put another layer of ambient shit, and
Right.
especially if you listen to it in headphones, there's fucking noises from coming out of it everywhere. You know, attack like almost like attacking you. So the album feels very to me urgent. You know, has a urgency to it that makes it real live. And again, no click tracks. We didn't use click. I keep a lot of stuff old school, man. You know, like uh, feedback amplifiers. Um, to me, it has to be. You got to be in front of the amplifier. The feedback fucking hits you
Yeah.
like a bomb, you know, and then no click tracks, even if it gets slower, faster. That's live. That's real live music. I think the has a rawness to the production that I really love. Because I feel sometimes some of this production you hear, it's ridiculous, man.
Oh, it
It's
is.
like
Yeah.
it's like pop music, you know. It's plastic, you know. It's really like what did I call it um disposable, you know. It feels
Yeah.
like you listen to it, it's like there's no heart, there's no it's so polished and so clean. Where is the danger? Where is the fucking anger, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
And like to me, Shama was very important to keep it raw and keep it dirty. The dirtiness is there, and I think it was a great team. I think Zion did an amazing production. Arthur Rizek mixing the record was fantastic, and then recording in different phases. We didn't do all at once. We did a little bit. Went on tour, came back, did some more. Went back on tour, came back and did some more. So that was really quite cool recording process.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like yeah. And I was going to touch on what you said before because I definitely when I heard the album on big speakers and then when I heard it on headphones, I think there is that difference. It's nasty, but there's a lot of layers in there, like what you were describing. So
Yeah,
it's very
even something
clever.
like Indigenous Inquisition is an intro. That's a lot in that track. You know, it's a short track. You know, it's only like it's less than 2 minutes, and it's supposed to be just atmospheric, tribal heaviness hitting you. You know, um, and then I'm saying all the names of the tribes that are no longer here.
Mm,
But you cannot even hear me actually saying them. They're buried underneath all the noises, and that's like it was on purpose. You know, I told Zion and Arthur like I don't want the name of the tribes to be in the front. They got to be in the back, in the real in the background. So yeah, I really love the is it sets. I think the intro sets the tone for the whole record for everything that comes after that. Um, and live we've been playing that now, and it's so cool to have an intro to play now. We actually start a show with that.
yeah,
It's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
it's because I see you, yeah, you have been, yeah. I had a look at some of the set list. I think a recent one in November, and then I think you had at least 5 tracks from the latest album. So that's really good. I mean, that's yeah, it must be. They're obviously incorporating really well into the big catalog net. Being album number 13, believe it or not.
Yeah, there's too many songs to even choose, mate. There's the choice is almost like overwhelming.
Oh,
Yeah, you could play unless you're gonna play for 3 4 hours. Um, but yeah, there's a selection criteria that I go through. Like you got to play the songs that a lot of people really love. It. I call it the classics. You got your primitive and eye for an eye. Fuck up,
yeah.
and then you got to do some deep cuts like Bumbleclot that people are not expecting. Where did that come from? Holy shit, I have not heard that since the first record. Then you have all the jams, and then you have the new stuff, which it's amazing how good the new stuff fits in with all the old stuff. It's incredible. It fits perfect. My favorite song right now to play is actually Favela. Favela is incredible live. It just has so much energy, man. It's just like it's once it starts, it's just like whoosh, you
Yeah,
know, it grabs you by the throat, doesn't let go. It's really cool.
I was going to say because even if when you're playing what we were talking about earlier, even when you play with Go Ahead Die and Nail Bomb and Soulfly, it's not like any of them are like acoustic, relaxing music. So you gotta,
Oh,
you definitely got to pace yourself because they're not. It's not.
yeah, no, they're all hard. All of
Yeah,
them are hard in their own way, but the I think they're quite different.
yeah, yeah.
Especially in Australia, Nail Bomb and Soulfly together. I think it's
Oh,
really quite cool. Because they are quite very different. They got a 30 years span
yeah,
between them way, but I think that makes it attractive to the fans as well. And to me, is really just I love both so much. I love the Nail Bomb set. It's I get to jam with Igor and all the big Destroyer guys. And then of course Soulfly we get to jam with Zion, and yeah, it's I couldn't be happier with the way this tour actually came about. Um, so it's gonna be a great way to start the year, man. It's and then after that we got all the tours lined up for later, but it's really cool that we started in Australia.
yeah. You got it. Yeah, because you got a lot of busy schedule, but I think it'll definitely. I mean, I know people are. Yeah, because I think no one ever expected it to kind of happen, and because it's quite funny because the life of Nail Bomb was very short, wasn't it? Really, like just the fucking back the original the one album, and that was quick, and it was kind of in between what you and Alex were doing back then, and then that big performance at Dynamo, which a lot of people, including me and a couple of my friends, I don't know, I think we've watched it over 100 times, that set and the
Yeah.
live album, and then it was like it was done. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So it's
Yeah. No one was it was created. That's why I think it's cool. Yeah, I get asked a lot that you're gonna do another Nail Bomb record, and unfortunately not. We're not doing it because I think this record is very special. Especially Point Blank. I love the live one as well, but I think Point Blank, in its own, it was unique. It was just you know it came at his own way. It had his own thing going, and I think like it's an amazing record to play live. And I think the most fascinating thing is how well it has aged, because the world is actually going down and down more shit
yeah,
as we talk. Every year it gets worse. Because of that, the songs like World of Shit and Gorillas, they become more relevant now than 30 years ago. I think now it's more than ever, especially here in America. The Point Blank album fits this world now more than did 30 years ago. It's crazy to think that, but it's the reality of it.
Oh yeah, big time. I mean, it's like all your influences, and what I love, I was going to say, because I hear it in the albums. I know your love of, you know, of old hardcore and punk bands, and you've always, whether it's a sticker on your guitar or when you got a shirt or your vests, the whole time it's never eased off. Like it's not tokenistic. Like I can, I spot it even the last tour when you come out when you played with Dino and you had a different vest again, and I spotted it, and we were talking. Me and my mate were talking about Soulfly, and I said, "No," I said, "Look at the vest. Look what he's got on there." Like I spotted a patch, So it's that foundation for you. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I love all the everything about to me the aesthetic of it. It's important. It's like, uh, you know, you wear that with pride. Like the shirt that you wear. It's like you're wrapping something that you believe in it. And that's equally as important as the music that you play. And I think that's something that I think we can actually teach that the new young generation about it. Like go listen to old classics.
Yeah,
Go listen to some Discharge, man. Go find out where where an album like Nailbomb is possible is because of Discharge. Is
yeah,
because of Ministry. It's because of Doom, all of that. Yeah, and I love everything, like from the underground, death metal, black metal, all of that. To me, it's all part of the underground music that we
yeah.
love, and it's um, should be enjoyed by everybody. Not I hate gatekeepers, people that
Ah,
you only you are allowed to listen to this music. It's like, no, fuck you. It's anybody can listen to. Like that's what I feel about Nailbomb. The more people listen to Nailbomb, the better. That I feel that they will get into this music and hopefully inspire them as well.
yeah, no, yeah, big time. And what I mean, obviously the tour's coming up and that, and because you've always got, what do they say? You've always got another iron in the fire. You've always got another project and all that because you haven't really, um, the amount of albums and projects you've been involved in,
Yeah.
with Go Ahead and Die, and that is, there's always something coming up. How do you? I mean, obviously we've discussed it. You're very passionate in that, but that drive doesn't seem to settle with you. Like it's always something. I mean, it helps that you've got a supportive family and that involvement in it, but it hasn't eased off, has it? Really?
Nah, I love it, man. In fact, I'm already talking to Igor about the next Go Ahead and Die record. We're gonna really grind it, like very rooted in grindcore. Especially early Napalm.
Wow.
Kind of like mentality, like short songs, very in your face, very grindy. Um, I like that I get to do all of that with family and friends and yeah, great musicians, people that love this environment, this underground environment. We Soulfly just got actually we got the Guar tour with the King Parrot
Yeah, I've seen
in
that.
Mar-
Yeah.
yeah. Your you know Australian crazy, bastards.
Yeah.
Love them. Love them. Love those guys. So that's gonna be a riot. I can only imagine Gore, Soulfly, like Impera together. There's a there's a huge amount of danger in the air for that tour.
Yeah, it would be. I seen recently because there was a festival in Australia and Gawar played and I didn't go to it, but I seen the footage, how they have politicians on stage, and I seen the one with Trump and that, and they still had the guts were coming open and the sprays were coming out, and I thought, like their music is so entertaining, but that side of it, I was watching that, it was just, it's fantastic. Like it's just
It's yeah, it's great. When we got offered the tour, I was very happy. Um, of course they're really cool venues, but also I think it's kind of like perfect for Soulfly. We haven't done an opening slot in a really long time. Most of the last 15 years, we've been going on our own, just headlining, so this is a great opportunity to open for somebody really. And I think they're so original and so cool and so ahead of its time. With all this the Trump and Taylor Swift getting his guts ripped out and I just watched the video the other day. There's a guy with a Soulfly tattoo actually that comes out in the crowd, and he's wearing a Soulfly, which is total coincidence. But yeah, I think that's gonna be great, and we got a bunch of festivals in the summer, and hopefully at some point we have to bring Chaos AD also to Australia, because we brought everything else. We got Roots beneath. Morbid Visions, now it's left is Chaos AD. So hopefully we get to bring that maybe beginning of next year.
Yeah. I was going to say it's always on the, it's like, when is my next Australian trip coming up? You know what I mean? Because there's obviously a lot in between. So it's
we need to leave that for the next one, for January 27. That should be good.
It's never ending, but it's good. I can see how you enjoy it. The last thing I wanted to say too, I enjoyed the sessions you did at your home when you were doing that jamming at the home. I love that shit.
The Max tracks.
The Max tracks. I was trying to think what it was called. I don't know how I couldn't remember that. That was great. I mean, that's just so much fun, and it was so raw, but it was like like just fun and jamming it out, like.
Yeah, I'm thinking about hopefully bringing it back. Maybe January. I think I'll write a couple of ones. I can play some nail bomb and I can play some Shama material. And I probably be the same way. There's no upgrade. We're not going to a fancy studio. There's no, it's going to be maybe even more raw than the older ones, even more punk rock if it's possible.
Just plug into the desk and play loud. And that's
and talk shit.
Talk shit. Yeah, that's it. That's easy, man. So, look, I'm really stoked about January. I think it'll be awesome. Great tour, and Charmer is a great album. I think it just adds to that catalog. There's a solid catalog there, and I think that's just really, it is one of. I mean, you always talk about your latest album being the best, but I think it is one of the best. Like, I think it does stand out, especially because the last couple of albums before that were very strong as well. But it's, congratulations. It's a fucking great album.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Thank you for the time, for the interview.
Now,
I'll see you in January, brother.
You will 100%. All right, Max. Thanks so much for your time, and we'll see you in January. Thanks again.
Yeah. Happy Christmas.
Yeah, you too, mate. Take care.
Never nothing, something, never, Margarita, you've been